Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Today we are joined by Dari. I'm sorry, this Dari. I should have asked. God, I have a bad habit of not asking how to pronounce names. I am such a horrible host. Is it Dari or Dari?
Dari.
Dari Lynn Griffin, who plays Maude in one of my Jesus Christ. I love this film. It's a alien sci-fi thriller, a lot better than Fourth Kind. I fucking love this movie. So, who plays a hauntingly central role in this film. It's it's a really innovative horror thriller, and the movie's called No One Will Save You. So, starring Maude, you as Darlene portrays a character whose tragic history serves as the emotional engine for the entire plot. Feeling the isolation and guilt felt by Kaitlyn Dever's Brynn, and a film infamously devoid of spoken dialogue. You have to know, if you haven't watched this movie, you will not understand. So her performance relied on pure visual storytelling and the heavy weight of memory. So today we're going to talk about the challenges of acting without the scripts, building a tragic childhood backstory through flashbacks, which I thought was a very interesting concept, and what it was like being at the center of the alien invasion and was much about his grief as about extraterrestrials. So please give a very warm welcome to my guest, Dari Lynn Griffith. Thank you so much for joining me. How the hell are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic.
Again, thank you for joining me. I know you're busy schedule. I'm assuming you have busy. A lot of actors have busy schedules. I'm
Yeah.
going to be presumptuous and say you got a busy schedule. If not, you can scold me later. So that's that's how it is. So very interesting film. Um, I'll probably get a lot of negative feedback saying it's a lot better than Fourth Kind, but holy shit, this movie, it's like right out of the get-go in the movie, you see the action happening. And I love it. It's not like, okay, we're gonna wait like a half hour, 45 minutes for shit to happen. No, this movie jumps right into the action. And you actually see the damn aliens, which is nice. So it's phenomenal
Up
because most
close
movies
and
you don't see
personal
the aliens.
too.
Yeah. And when she kills the alien at the beginning, the alien's like, oh shit, we're gonna fuck this bitch up now for killing her own. So it's and they try, but they're not very successful. Okay, aliens, we're not as dumb as you think we are, right? Okay. So anyway, here we go. So your character Maud
Mhm.
is the mystery at the center of the entire film. Her tragic childhood death is the reason the entire town has ostracized Brynn. Poor Brynn. So how did you feel about playing a character whose absence and memory carries so much dramatic weight throughout the entire story?
Honestly, I would say rewarding because the mod that I play doesn't exist. So she's this idyllic version of Maud and the Maud that could have been. And it's the vision of Bryn's version of Maud if she didn't murder her. So I really think it was rewarding to be that uh picturesque version of Maud through Bryn's eyes. I thought that was really rewarding, especially the scene in the film does feel so rewarding because Brynn is face to face with her finally. And you see her write letters to Maud throughout the film, and then you see her gravestone and you're like, oh, she's dead. And then she continuously writes down, I don't know if I'll ever forgive myself, I'm so sorry. She does that repeatedly. And the fact that this movie has no dialogue, but that line she said, Brynn says, I'm sorry, Maud, she's able to I guess move on in that sense and truly look Maud in the eyes, even though the Maud that she's seeing isn't real. She's finally able to say, I'm sorry. And
Yeah,
so I find it was really rewarding to play that.
absolutely. And it's like it's an unspoken role, but like I said earlier, it's a very pivotal role to the entire film. And when I first watched
Mhm.
the movie, I'm thinking, who the hell is Maud? And why is she writing to her? So when it goes on within the movie, as the movie progresses, it explains it more. And then it gets towards the end, I'm like, oh, okay. So
Right, yeah.
it's like bingo, psh, light bulb going off my head. So And I thought that was also a very interesting concept in the film as well. And it kept me guessing. I love that. I hate movies that are predictable, but this one kept me
Right.
guessing. I'm like, who the F is Maude and why is she
Who
writing
the
to
hell
her?
is she?
So, so when is she coming in the movie? When does she step in? Like, hey, Maude enters frame, some shit like that. I went with the director to say something, but she
Yeah.
never comes in and explains why I get it. So, this movie is highly unique because it contains almost no spoken dialogue. Again, how did you approach conveying your character's personality, like her childhood bond with Brynn? How did you convey that?
Well, honestly, I love doing things like this and as an actor, I know that sounds pretentious, but as an actor, truly, if you don't have dialogue, you're still in the circumstance of the scene and you're still in that world. Uh, you kind of just like have to convey like lines through the way your physicality, the way that your eyes are looking. I mean, you can tell emotion on your face. So honestly, just like I approached it as, they didn't hold back in the audition. The notes, they basically straight up said this film has no dialogue, and then they gave context. They're basically just like Brynn murdered Maude. Okay, that's weird. So I looked into that, and they were like, Maude is a vision of from Brynn, and she's the idyllic version of this person. And so it was really interesting to use all those context clues and to create the emotion coming from Maude. And it was really cool too, like in the audition and on set, they kind of they really had the director was really good at making those emotional beats as like a template. So I used those emotional beats as the template and then kind of used like the backstory of their childhood friendship, and I kind of used a little bit of substitution like that. Like, how would I react if I seen my childhood best friend? And yeah, that's kind of like how I created her personality and their, relationship.
Gotcha. Um, how did you feel about? Oh wait, I already asked that question. Skip that. So, Jesus, I'm going back over. So, um, how did you work with director Brian Duffield and then younger actors to make sure that the emotional continuity was still there throughout the entire film and kept it heartbreaking?
Yeah, so I didn't get to work with the younger actors. We worked on different days. I would have loved to meet younger Maude, just 'cause. But I worked with Brian on set. We got together before we shot the scene for rehearsals, and he basically, like I said, he did the like the template. Like, this is what's happening in the scene. You're walking in. You're not real. You're very happy to see Brynn, and you and honestly, I kind of just worked with like the vibe that Kaitlyn, Brynn was giving off in the scene that for my reactions. And I know you can't hear it in the film, but I think I remember on set I was comforting her and reassuring her. I was saying, it's okay, it's okay. What's wrong? Like, I was actually saying that on set, but I guess movie magic that, you take that away after, because there is no dialogue. I'm not supposed to be saying that. So he really said, like, it's okay to like mime or talk lowly, just to get in that vibe of the scene. So that's kind of like what I did. And it was really great working with him because he was like, this movie has like not a lot of actors, so every time we get like a new person on set, it's always really fun. So he was really, really welcoming and nice about that. And yeah, I loved working with him. It was really, really cool.
So, to step back a little bit, how did you feel about the tragedy of their fallout? I mean, purely through visual storytelling and flashbacks.
Honestly, I loved it. I thought, visually the movie is really cool. Especially like when Brynn is like she's like can't move and then the parasite and then it's the scene and it's like the visual of that whole sequence blew me out of the water. Like I was like, holy shit, this is so cool. And to see like almost Brynn in that dreamlike state when I appear, it was really cool because the whole movie is very like, you know, kind of dark with the aliens and it's not prim and proper. It's aliens, it's crazy. And then when she wakes up, she's like screaming, and then she's like in this dream world. I thought that visually that was really cool because the whole rest of the film is, very gritty. And so using that as like the storytelling and the flashbacks of the younger version of Brynn and Maude was just I think that's like my favorite scene in the film is when she goes back and sees those flashbacks of when Maude was killed. Like I literally like you could feel it when she sits at the table with Brynn sits at the table with the younger version of herself and holds her hand. Oh, I love that. That really like solidified my love for the movie. Even I'm not just saying that because I'm in it. I like genuinely love the movie.
Right. It is a good movie. Um, Jesus, like again, I keep saying it's a lot better than the fourth. I love Mia Jovovich, but this is better than the fourth kind. Like, see, I see Mia Jovovich, her story, her movie is more like I'm going to say psychological, but this one's not. It's more of like a
Right.
thriller. And
Yeah.
so we got Brand, the alien slayer. We got you as like the distant memories that could like all pieces back together throughout the entire film,
Mhm.
and the tragic confrontation between you and Brand is revealed deeply as an emotional psychic flashback sequence inside of her, inside the alien ship. I love that scene. I mean,
Yeah.
it's such a it's a short scene, but the details are in the scenes. So, I mean, how did the friendship feel? Was it real? Was it heartbreaking? Was it like I don't know. I mean, I can't understand. I'm thinking I don't know if that makes sense or not, but
Honestly, the friendship felt really heartbreaking to me. Because, like growing up, I had a childhood best friend too who, like were inseparable and like just imagining how someone would cope with accidentally murdering their childhood best friend, like it's very, very heartbreaking because you can see when the older Brynn is like telling like she didn't want her to grab that rock like don't do it she didn't mean to like kill her right and Maude pushed her down. I mean she didn't deserve to get murdered but I mean they were fighting and it's very heartbreaking like I trying to like imagine if that happened to me when I was younger like I it's just so sad. I don't like
in
that it ended up that way.
a bit of a rage, I guess she's like, "Oh fuck, I was gonna kill her. Screw it." So, I
Yeah.
mean, it's just well, Cain and Abel. Well, so
Yeah.
well, when the alien appears, and well, when the alien kind of looks inside Bryn's mind, I mean, you see what happened to Maud, your character, and they chose to spare her rather than punish her. Why do you think that is?
Honestly, I think because Brynn was such a fighter, like she literally killed what, like three aliens? Or she like fought back. I think she fought one, she killed one, and then like poured boiling hot water on another. And then like I think they just found her fascinating. And I honestly think that when they saw like what was in her mind, they were just like, oh,
She's
wait.
really messed up. Let's just leave her alone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, humans are more complex than we think. Yeah, and I think they kind of just like I don't know, empathize with her a little bit, and they were like, "We want you as our pet now." You want a perfect world where, everything is fine and dandy. And you can really see that in like the last scene because I don't know. I don't think they ever like really showed that the parasite was in Brynn's throat like everyone else's at the end when she's dancing and she's like
Yeah.
in this perfect world. It's kind of like it mirrors like when she sees Maude, the older version of Maude. It's like this perfect idyllic world. And I love my one of my favorite details is like at the beginning when she's doing the dance by herself. She's lonely, she's by herself, she's alienated. And then at the end, she has the whole town and everybody's finally waving at her. And so she's, I guess, I don't know, maybe she's in like a euphoric state. Honestly, it's pretty cool. I probably would do the th same thing if I was in her shoes. Maybe not because, the townspeople are there against their own will, but it's
I
really
think she
cool.
was just high on morphine. I don't know. I just
Yeah, they like give her medicine and stuff. Oh
let's
my
just pump her full of like hallucinogens. Judges, yeah. You think? Yeah, we'll go hallucinogens. Okay.
God.
Um, from your perspective as the actress playing Maud, what do you think of the film's complex, bittersweet ending regarding the forgiveness and grief?
Well, I kind of spoiled that a little bit in the last answer, but I honestly I want to not like it because it is like I want to not approve of people, know, being forced to dance against their own will. Uh, but I thought it was really I thought it ended pretty good. Like with with Brynn, because when you follow her the whole movie, you kind of root for her. And I was when I watched the movie for the first time, I did root for Brynn. But as playing Maude, from Maude's perspective, I think Maude, if she were alive, she probably would have forgiven her.
Yeah,
And I think with Brynn forgiving herself, that was like the the most important aspect of the ending. She forgave herself. She was able to tell Maud sorry. She's finally not alone.
yeah.
And the aliens, I guess, are her friends, our parents, our owners, whatever that dynamic is. She's their pet, but she gets to live in a world that she truly wanted.
Gotcha. Good answer. I love it. Judges, yeah, 5 points to Gryffindor. Okay, got it. Cool. All right. Okay. The film masterfully blends high concept alien invasion with deep personal grief. That this is the first film I've ever seen that. Okay, that's a lie. Fort Con was the same way, but this one is on a deeper level. I mean, it's not about a child being kidnapped. It's about someone who's going through a grieving process, and I guess that was Kaitlyn's way of her character's way of coping with that. Because everyone has a coping mechanism. I have a coping mechanism.
Right.
It's called dogs. I mean, and it's in therapy anyway. So it's just how did you find that experience of working that project that balances massive sci-fi pieces with such intimate, localized human tragedy?
Honestly, anytime someone asks me, "Oh, you're an actor. What you've been in?" I say, first, no one will save you. Because I like that's one of my favorite genres is sci-fi, fantasy, because and like even apocalyptic, like zombies and stuff like that. Because when you have these settings and these worlds that are like not real or like are so far from reality, that thread, like the humanity throughout the story, and you end up loving like these characters, and you love like I love seeing humanity in outer worldly type stories. So I am so proud to have been part of this movie, and I'm always bragging. I'm like, yeah, I was Maud and no one will save you. Like, this is, you got to watch the movie. It has aliens in it. Trust me, like you might get scared a little bit if you don't like aliens, but please watch it because it's just so, so good. And um yeah, like if all my projects are sci-fi fantasy, I will be okay with that. I will die happy.
What made you okay? What made you want to be a part of this movie when you did after did was it after read the script or he's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna jump in and see how it goes?
Well, I was lucky enough to get this audition from my agent, and I honestly didn't think that this role had a bigger part until I booked it. Like I said, the audition had so much context clues and notes, and I don't I don't know if I've seen like a movie quite like that, like no dialogue type thing. I don't know if A Quiet Place was out yet because I love those movies. I and I love silent films. Like silent films are so cool and it's like their own genre in itself, but just to like to modernize it into like an alien movie. Um, I was like, obviously I'm gonna audition because it's sounds really cool and I definitely want this role. And then when I booked it, I was like, it was a no-brainer. Like obviously I'm gonna go on set and on a alien sci-fi thriller movie. And honestly, Kaitlyn Dever, I'm a fan of her. She's so good, and it was so cool to work with her. Even though we had like one scene together, it was really, really cool to like be behind the camera and see her like work on set. Um, yeah, so honestly, it was a no-brainer to do this movie.
It the scene in the supermarket that they may have explained in the movie or not, where she gets spit in the face. Um, what's the explanation? I don't know. Did they explain that in the movie? I may have missed that. What is the explanation behind that?
Well, that was Maude's parents. So they obviously haven't forgive their daughter's murderer.
Gotcha.
Um,
Okay.
so and I believe she if I remember correctly, I think Brynn is trying to she goes to the police department because I think that's where Maude's dad works to tell like I guess to apologize because she's
Yeah. Police
in
department. Sorry, you're right. Yeah, police department. Yeah.
or maybe she's at the police department because there's an alien in her house, right?
Yeah.
And like,
Because the
and
alien,
then she,
yeah, the alien breaks in, does his crazy shit. That she runs the police department, and then your parents. I totally spaced. Didn't know it was Ma's parents. Spits in her face, and
yeah,
I'm like, Jesus, I would have slapped somebody. I'm sorry if someone spit in my face.
and she just lets it happen. Poor Brynn. Like that's where you root for her. You're like, okay, like I know that's Maud, and they don't really directly say that's Maud's parents. It's in the letter, so she sees them and ducks behind the car, and you're like, oh shit, who is that? And then she's like, dear Maud, and then she's like, I saw your parents today. So it was the letter that I was like, oh, that's Maud's parents, yeah. And yeah, so it was and you just feel so bad for her like yeah, she murdered your daughter, but like you don't have to spit in her face. No,
Yeah,
I felt really
somebody would have
bad.
lost some teeth, and I don't give a shit. Slap an assault charge on me or something. I don't, aggravated assault. Put me in cuffs. Somebody would have lost some teeth
Right?
that day. So, besides your favorite scene you explained, are there any other favorite scenes in the film that you enjoyed watching?
Yeah, I said my favorite scene was the younger versions of them, right? That
Yeah,
yeah, that's my favorite scene. Let's see. I really like the scene. I find it so cool how they visually showed the people being abducted. Like it's like still and like so when the mailman's trying to like pull Brynn into the light beam and then all of a sudden he's like halfway out of the light, halfway in. I thought that was such a cool visual like of the abduction and everything like that. So probably that scene. And I think I like the scene of when like that big crawly alien goes into the car and she like lights that car on fire. That was like such a cool alien death. I really like that scene. Um, let's see what other scene I like. Ah, I do like my other really favorite scene is when she's right before the scene that Maude appears. She's in the attic and they have close-ups of all of Brynn's letters to Maude. I like I paused it and I read like all the letters.
Really?
And it was such a cool detail. I was like, what is she writing? And she basically like Brynn just writes to Maude randomly and she's always saying she's sorry. She misses her. And I thought that was such a cool detail. And this was right before she like gets frozen in the parasite. And I was like, and I love like how they showed the pictures of younger Brynn and Maude. I was I like it was just like a sweetness in there, even though she's running from an alien. It was really cool to see all those details.
Those are good scenes, but there's one that stuck out to me in particular is the bus fight. That one,
Yes.
I'm like, how in the hell did they do that? I'm pretty sure it was complex and a lot of physical challenges. But my eyes, man, these aliens are a bunch of pussies. I'm sorry. I mean, they get kicked in the face that easily and get knocked back that easily. Come on, man. If you're gonna invade a planet, don't be such a wuss, okay? I mean,
Yeah.
you use your alien strength and knock the bitch out. Don't let her knock you out and 10 feet back with her foot. Come on, man.
And he's just
Just take your
walking.
man, just take your man card and rip it up. That's all I'm gonna say. So it's just and that's all that scene. Jesus Christ, dude! If that were to happen to me, I would have thrown something out the fucking window while the bus is moving. I'm serious, man.
Just blow it up.
That's what would have happened. Seriously. And the bus driver, he's looking at him, he's like, "Oh shit, what the hell's happening back there?" And why didn't the bus driver not step in?
I
That's
don't
what I want to know.
know. I don't know. I thought of that too. Like when I was watching that, he was just like, and then he's just like, I'm out.
All the other people will stand by, like, "What's going on?" And the people sitting there, she's like, "Come on, man,
Maybe they're
show
already
some
taking
humanity and
over.
help these people." I mean, I don't know. This is a fucked up scene. I'm mad about that scene. So anyway, um, so last question for you. Anything exciting coming up you want to talk about real quick that you're allowed to talk about?
Yeah. So really funny how this all lined up, but I'm currently doing a theater conference here in town. And basically I cast in four different readings for these plays. And I actually have a reading today around 3 o'clock my time. Uh, and they're live streamed on YouTube, and then the videos are on YouTube for a little while after. But I'm doing this theater conference here, and it's just really, really fun to be able to act again and, just meet so many other actors and playwrights and all new people here in town. And yeah, so I'm doing that right now. But yeah, so it's really exciting. Yeah, all the readings are on YouTube. I did three so far this week. Um, and yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Well, I am very happy for you. I'm so happy that you're getting out there. You're getting your face is being shown. So I love
Yes.
it. You're not standing. You're sitting at home waiting for the phone call. I love it. Um, Again, my sincere thanks to you for joining me tonight and taking the time to discuss your pivotal role as Maude in one of the most unique experiences I ever seen on TV and the filming of No One Will Save You. For the audience listening, if you're watching, if you have not seen this, check it out. It's a must watch for any fan of innovative sci-fi thriller and alien invasion. Um, Check it out. It's still streaming on Hulu. It is such an excellent movie, and you are such an awesome person. Please stay awesome, stay amazing, and I wish you nothing but the best of your career in the future. And thank you again. And I will definitely see you on the big screen or at a local stage.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dari. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
You too.